I'm all about, playing fairly and doing everything there. Championship game, you better believe that's my ball.
No,
I'm-
I don't
So
know. No,
you're telling me, I
no.
call bullshit. You're telling
No.
me. Okay, I'm just. But what's up,
What's up,
everybody?
everybody?
Welcome back. So, how you been, man? How's everything? It's been a
I've been
full
good,
week.
man. It's been a full week. For
Yep.
this episode, we were gonna actually be eating ramen, but we already broke that.
I
Our
know.
viewers are gonna be like, "Man, you guys are
The worst part
breaking
is,
your promises."
I know. The worst part is, though, I'm actually starving. I am legitimately starving, and I could have prepared some ramen, just didn't. I didn't have the time. I
No.
was working on a few other things, and next thing I know, it's 10 minutes before this happened, and I'm just like, all right, let me just get up here, try to set up the screen and everything to make sure that I'm on time, and then you run late.
And then
Thank
I
you.
run late. It
Thank you
happens,
for
man. It
that.
happens. And you know the worst part too?
That you always
I
run late and yet I'm on time, and
no. The other way around was last time. But wait.
mm,
The worst thing is that I actually was craving pasta today.
mm.
And I didn't have any pasta. I only had the ramen noodle pasta. So I cooked that anyways. And instead of making it a soup, I had it red sauce.
Oh my God,
So I
that's
was like, and
sacrilege.
then
That is that.
and I'm just remembering now. I was like, I could have just used that pasta now to eat it during the
You
our
put
recording.
you put pasta sauce. I mean, it works. Don't get me wrong.
It works.
But
Oh,
I
it
feel like
works so
that's
well.
sacrilege.
What's that?
I feel like that's just sacrilege. That's horrible.
No,
I feel like that's taboo. You shouldn't be doing that.
but it tastes good.
I mean, yeah,
It's not
but
taboo.
I feel like
You
I should ban you from the show.
no.
100%, bro.
You mix ramen noodles with Campbell's soup. I think that's worse. The worst
Hold
taboo
on,
ever.
hold on.
I don't care if
No,
it tastes good.
there's a
Nothing.
legitimate
Nothing. No.
thing.
No.
No, hold on.
No.
Grab the Campbell's gumbo because it's not soup; it's gumbo, right? So it's
Mhm.
basically the gumbo broth
I
with
want you to take
sausage
that
and
recipe to
peppers.
Japan and see how they feel over there.
They will taste it and they will love it because you mix it up with the beef ramen.
So that's like in Italy. If you break the pasta, that you're already wrong.
No, but that's completely different. You should never
Mm,
break pasta.
no,
You should get stabbed if you break pasta.
with the pasta you'll get stabbed.
Yeah, I would stab you with a pasta fork.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. You're completely wrong, my friend.
No, but I'm telling you, like, you should genuinely do this.
Do what? Do
Grab the
what?
gumbo,
Gumbo.
right,
Uh
and
huh.
then the beef ramen,
Uh
mix
huh.
it in.
Uh huh.
Absolutely delicious. Throw some chicken in there. Whew.
Gumbo. Wait. Hold on. You just said beef ramen and then put chicken in it too?
Yeah, why not?
Well, gumbo, what kind of gumbo flavor? Because I feel like they got different kinds.
Gumbo is sausage, you know,
Like any like the original flavor, no honey
chicken,
extra
sausage,
flavored
shrimp.
or whatever.
Yeah. Like gumbo, you put in whatever the heck you want in there. Chicken, sausage, shrimp in there.
Okay,
You know,
but see what you're saying right there is literally the same thing I did today.
you put red sauce on ramen.
Yes. What you think the gumbo comes with its own sauces? It's the same concept.
You're still mixing it in with the ramen flavors. All you're doing is a
Yeah, but that's
combination.
what I did too.
You didn't make ramen and then throw in pasta sauce. You just made the noodles
I
with the
made the
pasta.
ramen. I just didn't put the seasoning on
That's
it,
what I'm
but I
saying.
still
I
made
still
the
put the
ramen.
seasoning on it. I
It's the
make
same thing,
ramen.
man. It's the same thing.
It's not the same
It
thing.
is the same
You
thing.
should get stabbed.
No. See, yours
No,
is it's
no.
literally what you describe is literally the same thing.
This is like
We
your
gotta ask
argument.
our viewers what they think.
At least I'm making ramen and then doing some kind of, fusion with it.
But I did
You're
too.
just taking something and
I
just.
grabbed ramen and I made an Italian
I mean,
fusion with red sauce.
don't get me wrong. Eat, at the end of the day, you're killing hunger. Who cares, right? But
Oh yeah. Ultimately,
ultimately,
it was
yeah,
good.
you should still get stabbed. But brother, so couple of things that I actually noticed recently. So remember how we were talking about the aspect of me signing up for a soccer league and going to try and play and everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So since the World Cup, like throughout all of the World Cup, obviously the argument, Messi doing what he was doing throughout the whole entire thing.
Yep, yep, yep.
Ronaldo, what was he trying to do within the World Cup? Dude, until today, my group of friends still kind of are having that constant back and forth. I'm getting
Mm-hmm,
so annoyed by that conversation.
Yeah, no, same here. Same here, actually.
But like it's never ending. I partially I love it because, but who would you say is better?
Who do you think?
Who do I think or who do I think you think?
Who do I think I think?
I mean, knowing you, you're probably gonna take Ronaldo.
Shoo!
But why? Like with even including seeing everything that Messi did in this World Cup.
He didn't do anything this World Cup. Okay, okay. Let me take it back. He did some
Please.
things, but on the final, he didn't play.
Yeah, I mean they got shut out by Spain, who shut almost everybody out.
Hmm.
So
Well, not to take anything away from Messi. Let me put it this way. I actually was a big fan of Messi, to be honest with you. And I didn't care that he was winning or losing. For me, I was a fan, and I was the same fan as for Ronaldo as well. So I liked them both at the very beginning. I
how?
think I think for me, because
Just
they
being a
they
fan of the
both,
game.
what's that?
Just being a fan of the game in general.
Yeah, yeah. I think for me was more because they both play different positions as well. Like one plays striker, kind of winger in a
No,
way.
they both played right wing for a while. They both played well, I mean, yeah, Messi just kind of
Yeah.
stuck with right wing.
So
Yeah.
I actually used to like both a lot. I think for me, when things started to get a little iffy with Messi was when they lost the World Cup on the 2014.
Uh-huh.
And I remember, I don't know. I mean, I know he was pissed, and I mean, he got the best player. I think he got the best player of the World Cup, or I don't remember if he did or not. But anyways,
Um,
after
I
that
kind
World
of
Cup, after that World Cup, I think they were on a losing streak, and I think it was in 2016 when there was a Copa America and they lost it. They got second place on Copa America, and he quit. And right before quitting, though, there was controversy with the Argentinian team, and he came out and with the team, and we're like, oh, we're not going to talk to the media anymore. We're done because you guys keep attacking us because we're losing. And I was like, I mean, I get where he's coming from, but I was like, I don't know if,
yeah.
I mean,
Well, I
that's
mean,
the whole point of the media, right?
yeah,
So to
but
drill you on everything.
we played what? 3 World Cups, 4 Copa Americas, I think, or 3 Copa Americas as well.
Cool.
Messi.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But then shortly on 2016, he decided because they lost again, he quit. He quit the team,
Right.
you know, and that didn't sit well with me. I was like, no, that's not right, especially a player of that caliber to
Mhm.
quit. Yeah, you can say, oh, Cinderella story, he came back and blah blah blah. But for me, it was kind of like, no, that's not a Cinderella story anymore. That's really like he gave up until like he had a good team. He comes back, and yeah, they win. But a lot of times, even if you look at the place and everything, I don't know. For me, it felt like maybe I was just looking at with those eyes of like disappointment. But I
Mhm.
feel like I started seeing more like Di Maria did more than him on like the World Cup
Yeah.
2022, for example.
Y
And for me,
Well, not 22,
2022
not 22. Not 22.
for 20
Definitely
for or Copa Americas, he definitely did. Di Maria like
14 he
carried
did
him a
more.
lot.
I felt he did a lot more in the finals, but
Yeah,
majority of the World Cup he was injured for 22.
yeah. But for 22, also it was very. I know a lot of people say it was rigged, and to be
Eh,
honest with you, I cannot really say no. I'm not saying yes either, but it's kind of tricky not to be like, yeah, no, it wasn't rigged or it was rigged because there's so much favoritism that happened during that World Cup. Let me put it that way. Because I know, like, you can say, oh, but Egypt did this or Germany did this or so and so. But if you look at it, it's literally all these different teams doing things.
Hmm.
and Argentina is always doing things.
Yep.
So like if you look at their games, they're like smacking people, pushing the hell out of them. Like
As it should.
all
I mean,
like they
but,
play rough like that,
but
and they
dude,
don't
that's a
get.
South American game, though. That's not
Yeah,
necessarily. Name me a South American
no, no,
country
no,
that
but
doesn't do that.
no, they do, and a lot of teams do, but not like to that level, like
Yeah,
to a level
yeah,
of
yeah.
like
No, they
they
went
they're like
overboard. Don't
literally
get me
like
wrong.
going in with like shoulders in or elbows in, smacking people.
Yeah,
Literally, there's videos of them just like literally going like that on the players' faces,
yeah. Now,
and
don't get me
like
wrong. This past World Cup, I felt like they abused it a little bit
they
more.
abused it like crazy because
But
they
at
knew
the
there
same
was that favoritism.
Yeah, but at the
You know?
same time, that's been if you watch a Libertadores, that's literally how
Oh
they
yeah,
play.
yeah, that happens all the time. That
I
happens all
mean,
the
it's
time
not. I'm sorry, but that's literally how they've been playing for
for
decades.
years, for years. Yeah, yeah, and but the thing for me is like I think what you said it right. For me, it's like they know it. They know and they know that they're favorites
Hmm.
because they definitely a lot of the plays that happen. If you if you truly want to sit during a game and try to dissect everything that happens in a game, you're gonna get fouls from everybody,
Yeah,
right? And it felt like they kind of did that to help Argentina, like the whole Egypt game. Yeah, like if you dissect it, yeah, you can call it
yeah,
a foul. But at the same time,
again,
there were
you're
there was
going
also
into
fouls
the
from their side.
argument of Argentina and how they're playing, but that has nothing to do with Messi.
Oh, of course it does. He's
No,
a
because
captain.
you're talking. It doesn't matter, but you're talking
He's a
about
captain.
who he is as a player in general in the history of the
Well,
game.
by his game shows, if you have a player that is like literally accepting, like, especially at that caliber, like he's supposed to be one of the legends,
Yeah.
he's accepting all this crap just to be up there. That's not fair.
True, but
That shouldn't be fair.
let's talk about talent though. It's like who is the better player? Who is the better like whatever? Who's the better teammate? Who's the most honorable person on the field?
Well, I
That's
mean,
a really different question.
Ronaldo literally, as much as he has gone downhill on many games, like he didn't do much or whatever people say, this man, he never quit. And he keeps pushing and pushing, pushing. This dude was
Oh,
41 or 42 on
dude,
this World Cup.
that's
Like that's impressive to do that, and he continues to push. Because his mindset is like, I feel like he's only the only thing keeping him, what's it called? Like, I guess he only holds himself back if he wants to, and he doesn't. He continues to push, and he gets crap from media all the time, from people all the time. Of course, Messi fans saying things, and he never quit. And that's the main difference right there. That's
yeah.
the judge of character.
I don't knock him. I used to obviously like Ronaldo because I'm a Real Madrid fan, so
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of hard to say Messi's a better player.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is Messi's a better player. In the long end, I'll say this: there are two arguments to it, right? Because
Yeah, yeah.
Messi is more of the God-given talent player, while Ronaldo is more of the hardworking, I earned this kind of player. But again, that
Right.
doesn't mean
Right,
that
right,
Messi
right.
didn't earn it because
I
he
agree with you.
definitely worked his butt off to be able to beat it.
Of course,
Outside
of
of God
course.
given talent, you still have to work through it. But the things that Messi has done, especially in this World Cup, has been
But
absolutely
don't
insane.
don't what? Because for this World Cup, I'm not mocking. I'm not saying like Egypt or Cabo Verde. Like they were amazing teams this World Cup, But on the
Yeah.
FIFA rankings, they are lower. So
Doesn't
if you
matter
try to
what.
put it like that, I can say I'm gonna play this video game on super easy mode, and I'm gonna be the best player. While other teams are playing on harder levels, they're not doing as much because, of course, they're not playing on that easy level that
Dude, he had
Argentina
8
is
goals and 4 assists.
on easy games.
Easy games. How can you say easy games? Hold on.
Look at the rankings.
No, I'm not denying the rankings, but that doesn't mean that the matches weren't tough. Like at the end of the day, it's still World Cup.
No,
But
no, no.
okay,
That's
so
what I'm
they lose
saying.
against Spain, but they beat England 2-1, Switzerland 3-1.
England, that game, for example, I give them that. England, I don't know why they decided to like just go defense all of a sudden.
Yeah, I
That
don't
was
know.
like that
That
was
was
weird to
stupid.
me. I was
That was
like, you guys
stupid.
just scored one goal,
Yeah.
go back to
Egypt,
defense, and they sat there and then they lost. After I'm not too sure why they did that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right,
Egypt, Cabo Verde, those two games, man, they were like fighting hard.
dude.
So
Extremely
honestly,
tough.
the rankings that FIFA gave those two teams, for example, don't make them what would be the word I'm looking for? Like they're way better than what those rankings say. Let me put it
But
that
that's the
way,
thing.
for sure.
How many teams are in the top 10 and they're not good teams? I mean, hold on.
Well,
Top
but that's what I'm
10.
saying. Like for example, Cabo Verde and Egypt, they put a good front to Argentina, and Messi
Right.
couldn't do much. He could only do he could only do for the teams that they didn't put a front. Let's put
Yeah.
it that way, because of course the teams that got there, they earned their
Put it
way
this way.
into the World
Should
Cup.
should
So I'm not
Mexico
saying
be
they're like
ranked
super
number 10
easy,
right
but
now?
they didn't put a front towards Argentina
Yeah.
like other teams. So Messi only shows up on those and exploits that, of course. But a good player would show up on those big games too.
There's a difference between being what is he, 40 something and playing like an extremely tiring
He's
tournament?
38, 39.
39, whatever. But either way, like to the point where he shouldn't be playing the World Cup, right? Um in going through a tournament that is this exhausting to the point where you have no legs at the end. I mean,
I mean, to
kudos
be
to
honest, they
Spain,
should have put
but
Messi and Ronaldo. They should only play the second half of the games because
I
they're
mean,
key players and they'll do their work for sure.
yeah, no, you can't have a Messi and a Ronaldo and then not put him in the whole game. But
No, but like
going
if you're
back to your
considering the
rankings
age,
comment, should Mexico be ranked number 10?
no.
No,
But
absolutely not. But they
but the
won
game
certain
against
games.
England, they played well. They played
Yeah,
very
no, no, no.
well.
Don't get
That
me
game
wrong.
was
They're a
awesome
good
to watch.
team, but they shouldn't be ranked number 10.
Right.
Don't take that credit away from them because, again, they were winning games and they were doing what they needed to
Yep.
do.
Hmm.
But again, even if they were ranked lower, Mexico is going to be a tough game to go up and play against.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Same thing. Uruguay. Uruguay right now not ranked extremely high. Where were they at? Because they lost.
They haven't been doing too good, I don't think, lately. They used to be up there, like top 15 before. I don't know if they're still top 15.
Let's see. Current events ranking.
But either
Uruguay
way,
is sitting at 20, right?
what's that?
Why? Because they lost throughout the World Cup. They made some
Right.
bad decisions. But
Right.
you ask
Right. Right.
anybody, we're facing Uruguay, dude. It's going to be a tough game. So in
Well,
the long
but that's
run,
the thing. That's the same thing that you like. I love
Denmark
Brazil, for
shouldn't be
example.
21.
I love
Norway
Brazil,
shouldn't
for
be
example, but
19.
Brazil is going through a phase where they're not that good.
No, and
So,
they're in the top 5.
and they're in the top five.
So
Exactly. So,
again, the
but
FIFA ranking is bullshit. I'm
no, I mean
sorry, but
it has some well, it
there's
has
some validity to it.
something to it as well.
There's
But
some, but you can't face it off of going, oh, they had easy games. No,
they
and
had
that's the beauty
compared
about
to
sports.
compare to the teams that did. Now that we've seen the whole World Cup, because World Cup has, of course, a lot of
Yeah,
surprises.
I'll say
Out of
this:
seeing the whole World Cup,
easier games.
that teams
Yes,
had easy. The Argentina definitely had easier games. I'm not saying they were like super easy that it was like eating butter. No,
yeah,
no, no. They had
easier.
easier games
Yes.
compared to the other teams, of
Yeah.
course. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you're playing a game again, if you're playing okay, maybe not easy, but if you're playing on medium compared to somebody that is playing on hard, who you think is going to have a better score?
Hmm.
That one playing medium.
All I know is you can't take away from what Messi has done all time. Eight
Yeah, no,
Ballon
no,
d'Ors,
I'm not
you
trying to
know,
take away from it. I know he was amazing, and I'm not saying
after
no. He
after
was
this World Cup,
super fun to watch. I think it's just goes back to that he quit, and then FIFA favors him a lot, unfortunately, or that's what it seems.
that's what it
So,
seems. I'll
and
say this.
he
I
knows
mean,
it too, and that's the thing. He knows it, and he's
yeah,
exploiting it as well.
wouldn't you?
I don't know. I'm not
You're
in
gonna
that
sit
position.
there. You're gonna sit there, and you would throw a game because you feel like the refs are calling
No,
it
no,
your
no, no,
way.
no, no, no. I'm not saying throw the game.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying throw
He's
the
going out
game,
there
but
and
maybe
playing.
have a little bit more like, hey, I understand I won like a World Cup, but then you have what's it called? Haaland that won literally all trophies for the Premier League. Like there were like
Mhm.
5 trophies, including I think he won the Champions League that year too. And that's something that like if a true legend would be like, you know what, they're wrong on this one. Haaland, you deserve this one, for example, because that one was like
Yeah, but he doesn't get a
super
say in that.
questionable. No, but he could have still said something, like to show character. Yeah, if I see somebody else doing better than me on something, and
But
I
what?
still win it because of I'm favorite, that's not fair either.
I'm sorry, but you give
Messi.
me the freaking award. I'm taking it. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like that's
So
what I'm trying to
22 was
say. That
Benzema.
there's too many sketchy things like that that don't
Hmm.
make sense, and it makes it seem to me that he only gets picked because he's the favorite player. Which again, I'm not taking that away from him,
Yeah.
but it goes back to like, okay, now are you just being playing favoritism because he's your favorite player, he's the popular one of the world,
Bro.
so we're gonna give him the
So he
trophies?
wins the Ballon d'Or in 23,
Yep.
right after winning the World Cup. Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing happened to Luka
How
Modric.
many players have won the World Cup before and they don't get a Ballon d'Or?
There's plenty, but there's a lot of them that do. Again, look what Luka Modric did in
Mbappe
2018.
won what's it called? I think he won a World Cup, for example, and I think, I don't quote me on this, but I think he was best player or had the most goals of the tournament as well back then. Where's his Ballon d'Or?
Again, but look at what Luka Modric did that year. Luka also took him to the finals, and he had a
Mm-hmm.
better run in the champions. So in the long run, the World Cup weighs heavy, and what you do in the World Cup is heavy.
No, it only weighs heavy whenever they want somebody to win, because there's been many times throughout history when other players do way better, they win World Cups even, and still, and for example, there was one time, I think it was on 2010, when what's his face,
The
Iniesta.
only
I
person.
think Iniesta was in the run for the Ballon d'Or,
Mhm.
won the World Cup. I think he was best player or something like that of the tournament.
I
And
don't think.
Messi, I think it was this one. And then Messi had the most goals of the year, and they gave it to Messi. And I'm not taking away from Messi. That was like an amazing year. I think that was when he got like 90 goals or something crazy like that, which amazing as well.
Man,
But then what are you counting? Are
yeah.
you counting
So
goals or are you counting trophies? Because then
Messi
the
won first
following
place.
year,
Ronaldo got second. Xavi won third.
or was it Xavi?
Yeah, you might be thinking of Xavi, but
I don't
at the
remember
end of the
which one it
day,
was.
no, it was Xavi. I'm looking at it right now.
No, but
But
I think there was another. Maybe hold on.
the only person that I feel like genuinely got screwed of winning a Ballon d'Or one year was Neuer.
Neuer got screwed as well. Yep.
Neuer got royally screwed that year. But at the end of the day, in 2018, Mbappe did well. Modric is better. Or 2019, whatever.
That was 2019. No, 2018. 2018 was Luka.
Second
2021, for
Cristiano,
example,
Griezmann, Mbappe.
Lewandowski
It's Messi.
had an amazing year, better than Messi, and still Messi won it.
Which
2021.
year?
2021.
Okay.
And so that's what I'm saying. And then I understand the World Cup has weight.
Yeah, but that year, that wasn't a World Cup year, though.
No. I'm just kind of going back to the 2023. Again, World Cup has weight, but if
Hmm.
you have somebody winning the Premier League, they won some tournaments, like one or two. They won the
So,
Champions League, which is like also like a club World Cup in a way,
mhm.
for, well, European version, but like
So
you have
Louis
all these
had.
hard tournaments, and that's 5 tournaments winning right there
Mhm. Louis
compared
had
to the World Cup, which I know
41
has a heavy
goals in the
weight, but
season for Bundesliga. Messi had a great year at PSG and then won the Copa America.
uh-huh.
I mean,
For which one are you talking about?
for 2021, he
Okay.
literally had just won the Copa America.
What about Lewandowski?
He scored 41 goals.
What else?
Those are the major attributes. I'm sorry, I'm taking winning a Copa over scoring 41 goals.
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense. because again, going back to a few years before, and other players had won a World Cup, but because Messi had uh, I forget how many number of goals, they give it to Messi.
He finished as La Liga's top scorer. He won the Copa del Rey with Barcelona. He won the Copa America.
When?
So he finished the tournament as the top scorer, the top assist provider, and was named player of the tournament. The hell more do you want? So Lewandowski got 41 goals. He was named striker of the year. So, great. Golden Boot, European Golden Boot.
There you go.
And then that's it. That's literally it. He was the best striker in the world. Great. Messi did something similar because he was the top striker in La Liga. He was the top striker in the Copa. He just happens to have a title with it.
No, but see, but again, it goes back to what I'm trying to say. It's like on some situations, some things matter more than other times. Again, 2010, Iniesta World Cup, Messi had more goals. Guess who won the Ballon d'Or there? Messi.
So Iniesta had more goals than Messi?
He had a World Cup. That should trump anything.
Okay, but
by going by your logic, like things get accommodated to prioritize the favorites.
But it's not just winning the World Cup. It's doing what did you do in that tournament to take it? Like, were you the best player in that tournament? Iniesta had the winning game goal, but he wasn't the best player in that Spain team.
He was playing for Barcelona at the time.
So was Xavi. What he did. Xavi was a much better player in the 2010 World Cup than Iniesta was. Iniesta just happened to score the last goal.
No.
There's a reason why Xavi
actually was. Okay, so here you go. Iniesta was actually the best player of the year in Europe, including, of course, Messi as well. He was one of the 5 nominated for the best player of the world. What else? Of course, won the World Cup.
In 2010, Forlan got the golden ball. David Villa was see, this is why the arguments don't make sense.
Well, but what did Messi do in 2010? Because he was the best player in Europe, for example, that year. He won, actually. He won La Liga as well. Barcelona
the European
won the Liga as well.
La Liga, scored 60 total goals. Top goal scorer in La Liga, so 34 goals. Best forward, European or the UEFA Championship. He finished with 8 goals, so the top scorer in the UEFA. And then top Argentina and football. So he was the top scorer in the UEFA Champions, the La Liga, and then had the European Golden.
So again, the World Cup doesn't matter. That you won it.
Yeah, okay, but again, it's based on your performance in the World Cup. It's not just winning it. It's what did you do during that World Cup to take your team to the finals and win it. Messi scored 8 goals in this past World Cup. He scored 7 in the 2022 one. And then he was also top in assists. So he was the player to take the team to get there. Right? So that's the thing. In the Copa America, the one that he won when he won the Copa America, he was the player that took the team to the finals and won it.
Right. But
it's
then
not
again,
just winning it. It's winning it, and I took you there.
No, but see, here's the thing, though. Like for the 2022, for example, that one was sketchy because they were getting all these penalties and everything, and that wasn't fair either.
But that's not his fault. He's playing.
It's not his fault, but he's being a favorite. and
But
he knows he's a favorite.
fuck it. I'm sorry. You want to call it
Mm-mm.
my way? I'm gonna roll with it. I'm not gonna sit there and go, "What's what's that commercial?" I hated this commercial
What?
so much. Though the one where like they're playing basketball and the little kid, like the kid, he goes and he touches the ball and it goes out of bounds, and they call him in favor of his team, and he's like, "Coach, no, I touched it last. I championship game. Are you No, no, absolutely not. I'm all about, playing fairly and doing everything there. Championship
Mm-hmm.
game, you better believe that's my ball.
No,
I'm-
I don't
So
know. No,
you're telling me, I
no.
call bullshit. You're
No.
telling me that you're gonna sit there, championship game. Let's say, hypothetically, you're down by one. Your team needs to get the ball back. You touch the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they call it in favor of your team. Your team needs the ball to
See,
be able to actually score because you're
but
already
but but
down,
that's
and
but
you're
what
gonna
you're
go and
saying
tell
is
the ref.
okay.
No, no, hold on.
No,
You're
no, no,
gonna
no.
sit
I
there
got
and
you.
you're
I
gonna
got you.
tell the ref that it's
I got you
their
where you're
ball.
coming from. I got where you're coming from. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Because Ronaldo has done it too. Many finals, whatever. But Argentina does it all the time. It's not a one-time off that you're like, you know what, whatever.
Yeah,
Like Peru did it. Peru did it when we played Brazil one time and they put their
yeah.
hand and
We
it
scored
went
with a
in.
hand.
Boom.
Let it go.
It sucked, but I was happy at the same time.
Yeah,
But again, do we do it every single game
but
almost? During a
again,
World Cup,
look,
do we do it all the time? Because that's what
I'm not.
Argentina was doing.
First and foremost, we need to make it to the World Cup. But
2018, we could have done it in 2018, but we didn't.
look, I'm not on board with the way that Argentina
That's what
played.
I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I'm not on board with that. I'm not on board with being dirty. Not saying that. But at the same time, if the ref calls a foul in my favor, that's not on me, that's on the refs. And am I gonna take advantage of it? 100%.
Yeah, for example, 2023 Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Haaland had
And
scored
again, depending on
52
the scenario.
goals that season, won the Premier League, FA Cup, Champions League. He got the treble. That is the hardest thing.
Hmm.
And still that wasn't enough because they had to give it to Messi.
What did Messi end up doing?
The World Cup.
That's
He
it?
won the World Cup.
That's the
It's not
only thing
it's
he
not
did.
that's it. But again, if we go back again,
No,
other
but
players
what
have won the
else
World
did he
Cup,
do?
and that's it.
What
You mean
else did he do?
you mean break the records on how many how many for a team getting the most penalties in one World Cup?
Let's take that out of the equation. Let's take the overall. I'm talking about you go up against Messi, you go up against Ronaldo, you're gonna have a bad time regardless of what,
Of
right?
course, 100%.
Out of the two, which one do I want on my team? Which one am I picking? I'm picking
I'm
Messi.
I'm going with Ronaldo on that one.
No, I'm picking Messi. There's no way. I, again, it hurts me to say it because as a Real Madrid fan, hated Messi. I actually did not enjoy him until what I saw in the last 10 years. That I would
Right.
probably sit here and go, yeah, okay, you're taking it now.
Which is most of the what would it say? All these sketchy things started to happen,
But it's not just
right?
sketchy things, man. I'm talking like club wise and everything there. I mean,
But
it's
club-wise,
not
what?
just
He was good in Barcelona. PSG, he didn't do that great.
he was still good in PSG.
He was good, but he wasn't like Barcelona good. And then
I mean, he's
he
declined.
was booed out of PSG.
Yeah, but
He was literally booed out of PSG, and then he went
yeah,
into Miami. And at his age that he went into Miami, Ronaldo was still pushing to go into the Premier League. Now take it, there were a lot of politics, and he got benched and everything, and he was still top scorer of Manchester United at that time.
there's a reason why he
Benched.
went to the Saudi Arabian league. I mean,
But
eventually age
yeah, but
gets
how old was he when he went to Saudi Arabia? That's the main difference.
eventually age gets you, and
Oh
Ronaldo
yeah, I'm
is
not saying
older.
no.
I'll say
I'm
that
not saying no.
Ronaldo is older. So,
Of course, he is older, but I'm not
but
saying no.
here's my thing: they're both excellent, both excellent careers. Top thing
Yep. Yep.
to
Yep.
me, I feel like based off of what Messi has done as of late, he has trumped Maradona on in the aspect of who he is as a player. Still, Pele, Messi, Maradona, Ronaldo, and honestly Ronaldo. Maybe
Ronaldo, okay.
Ronaldinho. And honestly, if we want to talk about all those aspects of things, Mbappe is going to end up becoming one of those guys because Mbappe is currently
Oh,
the guy that has created most opportunities for his team in the World
scored the
Cup history.
most goals as well.
Not just the most goals, but also created more opportunities for goal, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
play
yeah.
by play, minutes played, and everything. Mbappe has the most amount of pot- goal potential by being on the field,
Oh yeah, 100%,
right?
100%. I
So
enjoy I enjoy watching
when I'm
Mbappe
there,
play.
mm,
Yeah, but
um,
again, I'm not trying to sound any different. Like I don't understand where he's coming from. I mean, being that good, and having all this pressure, of course he gets to you. I'm not taking that away from him. For me, it was just like, man, I like this player. He quits, then he comes back, and there's all this controversy
what's wrong?
around him, and I'm like, I wish it wasn't like that. Like Ronaldo has his some controversy as well. I'm not taking that away from him
Yeah.
as well. Like he has done stuff. There's been some finals that have been questionable. Um, but I mean, overall, like I feel like he didn't. It wasn't like every game. He wasn't like being exploited by him. For the most part, he was getting crap from the media,
See,
getting
the thing
more
is,
red cards, yellow cards, and everything, getting booed all the
you're
time, and he
taking
still kept
personal
going.
offense of him quitting when I'm
No,
attempting to look at it in the aspect of who is the better player in general. Like I'm talking
right.
about on the field, like being players. So
If you
I
just
don't
talk,
care about
take
the
away all the
controversy.
stats and everything, just like on a game,
Yeah,
on a game,
on a game, I'm taking Messi, and that's the thing. I'm not. And again, it hurts me to say it because as a Real Madrid fan,
right.
I wanted him to lose as much as possible. The reality is, I Messi is a better player, and
Well, he's a
it's about it
midfielder though.
being on the field. On the field, Ronaldo felt at times selfish. At times, he's the most hardworking,
He
but
has to be though. If
but
he's
that's the thing. There
if
are
he's a
times when
if he's a forward, you have to be selfish because your job
no,
is
but
literally to score goals.
there are ways to be selfish. There are ways to be a part of the team. There are times when he is attempting to do it himself, get his stats, rather than seeing
What
the
you mean?
team
Because
go through.
many times he gives the ball to his teammates to kick the penalties, to like he gives passes many
Bro, he got
times.
literally criticized this World Cup during the group stage because he was so hard attempting to make plays for himself that at the end of the day, it cost Portugal certain points when there were other players in better positions than him, and he would take the ball from them.
No, because he
So,
he even but that's the thing. That's the media talking right there because he even came out and said, "I'm not the team
dude, I
strategy
was
is not to pass
criticizing
me
him
the
too.
ball."
I was criticizing him when
He
I was
even
watching
said
the
he even
game.
said himself that the team is not the strategy is not to pass me the ball. The strategy is whoever's open to kick the ball. You know,
Right, but
and
again,
that
that's
and
not. It's about what you see him on the field as. Like
yeah, but
what
but
I
if you look
saw.
if you look at Haaland, for example, he has a similar playing style. They're just standing there waiting for the ball because their job is to be selfish. You pass me the ball, I gotta do my magic. That's the style that they play. Haaland is younger, he's playing amazing. I mean, Ronaldo, the fact that he's at a World Cup, he's still amazing too.
Mhm,
And that playing style. So a lot of people are gonna, of course, if you're comparing to Messi, Messi's a midfielder. His job is to pass the ball around or score.
that's
That's a
the
midfielder's job.
yeah.
The
So
forwards are supposed to get the ball and score. So
so
you can't really sit there and say he's selfish when that's his job
take a look at the game
to
against
score
Congo.
goals.
Take a look at the game against Congo because that's the game that I was thinking of. I thought
Okay,
of it,
okay.
and then afterwards, you hear Thierry Henry say the exact same thing. He was being legitimately selfish. Go back and watch it.
How? How is
It's
he being
not.
selfish though?
There were passes that were not meant to be for him that
Okay,
he
but
attempted to go and grab and then kick to, or take
mhm.
shots when it wasn't necessary and he should have passed the ball. right? So
Okay,
those are
everybody does
situations where
those errors though.
no,
Because
no, but again,
if you wanna say, like, oh, if, like, kind of like how you were saying, well, if the ref is gonna call a foul and I'm on the final, why would I
yeah,
say
but that's
anything? So
that's
if
your
my team is
decision.
passing me
You're
the
making.
ball, so because they trust me,
Mhm.
what why is it that I should get criticized if they're trying to trust me so I can score a goal? Why should I
They're
get
trusting
criticized
you
for
to
that?
make the right decision, right? When you're a player of that
Right.
caliber and you have that kind of skill, you have to have. And if you make
And
one
he did.
mistake, no, no, no. If you make
I mean
one
that
mistake,
Congo game
hold on, hold
was
on, hold on,
bad.
hold on. If you make one mistake, that's
Mhm.
not a big deal.
Right,
If
right,
you're
right,
doing it throughout the entire game, that is an issue. And
right,
that shows
right,
that
right.
you're being selfish throughout it all. So that's the problem. There were multiple scenarios where
Hmm,
he was
hmm.
involved, where Portugal should have scored, and they didn't because of his actions. So again,
But
if you have
like, give me an
one,
example. Like when,
I mean, I
like
would have to
somebody's
go
coming
back,
on the
right?
side, they try to force pass him a ball. How is that his fault? For example.
So if they're passing a ball that's not going towards him, and he gets involved in the play solely because he wants it to be for him, that's part of the issue.
But
When
maybe
you see
that's
someone
when
like
you're trying to
Bruno
look into it
behind
too
you,
much.
and when you see someone like Bruno behind you in a better position, wide open, and you get involved and you get in the way, taking away an opportunity, that's an issue. If you
But
do that multiple times, that's an issue.
bro, you've played soccer before. Sometimes when you get past the ball, yeah, you might
We're
know your
not
teams
fucking
are around you,
professionals.
right? But still, even if your job is to score goals, I'm getting paid to score goals. If I see the ball coming my way, I'm gonna try to score a goal. Unless, of course, I see my team widely right there. Like, okay, he's right there. I can maybe pass him the ball or something. But I'm not trying to defend him. I know that the Congo game, for example, from what I recall, some of it, there were a couple of things that I was like, why are they forcing passes to Ronaldo when they shouldn't be? They should be like that. They should be kicking the ball themselves. So I'm not taking that away,
Mhm.
And the game with Uzbekistan, for example, that was a better. They were more in tune, the players, So I can't sit here and say he's selfish because that's his gaming style. So if you want to nitpick at that, then we can say similar things about Messi.
But there are a couple of plays that shows 2-3 where Bruno is supposed to be the one receiving the ball and he's just getting involved in the play and it's selfish ball, dude. Now mind you, there are some chances that are meant to be for him and he's just missing it and that's fine.
Well, but
That part of it is fine. But
yeah.
there are multiple where his teammates are complaining to him mid game. And again, you mentioned that's the media talking, but it's not the media talking. It's someone who is a high quality player like Thierry Henry who notices it, plays the same position that Ronaldo was playing,
Hmm, hmm.
and knows, okay, what is the situation? What should he have done? Right? You're
Right,
you're talking
right, right,
about arguably the greatest player, arguably, or one of the greatest players to ever play the game. You gotta have those kind of expectations if you're gonna put him in that conversation.
right, right,
So
right, right.
that's kind of
Yeah,
where I
no,
land into it.
and
Yeah,
I agree with you. Like, I'm not saying he wasn't selfish or he was like, yeah, the Congo game is one of those games, that unfortunately he didn't play well. Nobody did. They were all making mistakes left and right,
yeah.
and well, you saw
I,
the
I
score at the
mean,
end of the game.
it's hard, man. It's hard because at the end of the day, that's the whole point of being that kind of player is you're
You
gonna
get
get criticized for
scrutinized.
the things that you do wrong. You're gonna
Yep,
be
yep,
praised for
yep,
the
yep,
things that you do well,
yep, yep, yep.
and no be all. But for me personally, especially as of late, I would take Messi over Ronaldo. Mind you, if I had a choice, I would take different players such as Pelé or Ronaldinho or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
R9, um,
Yeah,
all
no,
Brazilian.
I agree. I agree. I think a
Uh,
lot of times we, as fans, we criticize the other one because we're trying to find what's wrong with the other one more than
yeah,
what we
because you like the
find
player.
wrong with the ones we like.
Yeah, and I
And
mean,
again, I think I
you
started
have our
doing that
opinion.
more when Messi quit. But again, I don't take anything away from him. I enjoy watching both of them, and honestly, it's fun to it's fun to get into those arguments, because like you were showing me actually, but the balloon they were this and this and this. You start seeing things like I'm like, oh wait, hold up. I guess he's right about that, or I
Yeah.
could see where he's coming from.
The majority of the times, I felt like it was pretty well deserved. There times, sure, and other players have
It happens.
argumented it, and that's the reason why it's a competition. They're all deserving of it.
Yeah, yeah,
Everybody should be up there. I,
yep,
you just have scenarios where some get it and some get voted on and
yeah,
some don't.
yeah.
Um,
But
you know,
ultimately, I enjoy watching all the games. I mean, I enjoy watching Messi playing. I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie. He's great with the ball.
I am
He gets
thankful
out
that
of
I got a
like,
chance to live in a world where I got a chance to see those two play, because
oh
even
yeah,
as much as I would say Messi, I screamed more Cristiano Ronaldo goals than I did for Messi, right? Like as a Real
right, right.
fan,
Of course, yeah,
watching
of course.
Ronaldo score a free kick from all the way almost half field and then point at his leg, and me even at what it was, 17, 18, doing that
Yeah,
celebration, whatever, maybe 25. Uh, but, you know, still, you get a chance to do that. Loved watching
yeah.
them play. I
Oh
do
yeah, of
think,
course.
and I will leave it at this, and I know I said it earlier, I do think Cristiano Ronaldo was the harder worker, and he
A hundred
earned his
percent.
spot a lot more. I
A
think
hundred percent.
Messi was more God-given talent with
A
hard
hundred
work,
percent. Of
because
course.
his God-given talent, if he's um, kind of like Adriano, right? If he's a drinker, partier, the amount of Peruvian players that we see with that kind of talent just throw it away,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
it doesn't happen. So he's
Messi
still a
never
hard
did that.
worker,
He still
both
pushed
of
through.
them, but
Yeah,
in the long run, personally, I would choose one over the other.
I would too. But again, I think it's more like I'm just trying to enjoy it because they're both about to retire soon.
Yeah,
We who
yeah.
knows how long
I'm just
we
glad I
got
got a
left.
chance to watch them play. That's for sure.
To be honest with you guys, I have Cristiano Ronaldo jersey, and I will admit I also have a Messi jersey. So
There you go. I
ultimately,
don't have either one.
you don't have one? Oh, we gotta change that, bro.
Yeah.
We gotta change that.
Eh,
But it's
I'm
always
okay.
good. It's always good to to watch him play.
I'm all right. Well, regardless of what, this has been a fun conversation,
This was
good
good.
debate. Thank you guys all for watching. As always, leave a like, let us
Let
know
us know
which
what
one
you
you
guys
would
think.
choose, and then obviously tell us who has the right train of thought here. Give us your opinions, and we'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.